Okay, so went to Micro Center this morning to check out the AMD launch for the 7900 XT and the XTX. Just trying to get a pulse check, check the vibe, see what things were like for people in the store, coming to pick up the latest AMD cards, see what kind of what the stock looked like and just how things were going. Got there a little bit late due to some traffic, and I missed seeing if there was a line outside the building, but there was a pretty decent line stacked up inside. Um, Probably 30 guys or so left, I would say. When I went back to where the showcases are to take a look at what they had, the I'll show you the video here in a second. There was a lot of XTs left, and I've actually caught on video the last of the XTXs rolling out. So let's take a look at this real quick. Well, it's like 8:08 at Micro Center. If there was a line, it's cleared out. There's been 3 guys in the parking lot that already checked out with their XTXs. We'll see what's going on inside. Yeah, they checked out mad early. They were already coming out with them. So there, that guy just grabbed. So you can see these are all XTs up here, and there's one XTX on the bottom here, and then that he's grabbing, and then on the very bottom you'll see there's 2 more. And then if you listen while I'm looking at the other cards that are available, they come and get the last 2. So the XTX is sold out at my local Micro Center. And as you can see, they got a lot of the lower and mid-range cards on the AMD side, a lot of 6600s, 6650 XT, 6600 XTs, bunch of ARC cards, which I guess are better with the drivers that just came out, but yeah. Then the NVIDIA side is pretty sparse. I mean, like, this is old stuff over here in 3050s. I think that's a 3070.
Is that the last of the power colors? That might be the last of the XTXs in general.
Did you hear that? I'm going to play that back. It's right at the end. You can hear him say,
That might be the last of the XTXs in general.
that might be the last of the XTXs. And it was. They are sold out. I couldn't even get a picture of them. There's a 7900 XT box. So it was interesting. They were all sapphire and power color. I didn't know that they weren't going to be AMD branded or Radeon branded, I guess. I've never seen a launch like this before, so I had no idea what to expect. So these are all, every single card that Micro Center got was, they were calling them reference models. I talked to one guy that worked there. He said that all they got was reference models. They didn't get any overclocked models. But they are all either sapphire or power color. I believe all of the XTXs they got were power color. Yeah, so just a couple of pictures of the boxes here. The 7900 XTs, you can see the sapphire and the power color there. And going online, this is the website for my local Micro Center. Where did... I was just looking. Here we go. So here's the AMD Radeon RX 7900 XTX, the power color, the ASRock, a gigabyte. And then this is interesting down here. They have at least listed a gigabyte overclocked. And a sapphire. Well, that actually doesn't say that it's an OC. This gigabyte, 2 gigabyte OCs. But they didn't actually have these in stock. They had this one and this. No, they just had this one. Which pretty much looks like everything I've seen in the videos that have been out. I just didn't realize they were power color. This ASRock, I mean, I guess they all literally look the same, huh? So they must have these AIB partners just build the reference models for them. If you guys know anything about this, write something down in the comments for me. Explain this to me. Why are Power Color and Sapphire making reference cards? Is that how it usually goes with AMD? Because with the NVIDIA Founders Edition, those are obviously built by NVIDIA. So I didn't know to expect this from AMD. These are all literally the same thing, aren't they? They're just built by Gigabyte, Power Color, Sapphire. Huh, that's interesting. They literally all look the same. I would have liked to have seen one of these Gigabyte OCs there. If they would have had one of these AIB ones, I would have maybe almost bought one just to test it. Yeah, but that was not there. No 4080s, no 4090s, no 3090s, no 3080s, no high-end graphics cards whatsoever left. Newegg has some interesting things listed. They've got a Power Color Red Devil, which has the usual Red Devil look to it. Pretty sweet. This is the one that I'm really interested in seeing the performance of. Look at that. It goes up to a giant triple slot cooler. So I'm really curious if this one is going to run. Oh, look at that. That is pretty cool. So I'm curious if this with the, oh, and it's even got a triple mounting bracket for the back end instead of a double. I like that. I like that a lot. So I wonder if this is going to run any cooler than the reference model. You can see there it comes with a big old stand and a weird kind of looking box with the clasps like that. It's kind of old-timey, like an old-timey suitcase. That's funny. But I don't know if Newegg actually had these in stock at one point. They must have, right? But that was not to be seen today. And then the Hellhound. I don't really care for the looks of the Hellhound. I mean, it's okay, but that Red Devil is the way to go if you're gonna get a Power Color. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. It looks like these things have sold out. At least the XTXs. The demand was there. I was curious if people were kind of turned off by the results of it, by the reviews. You know, we all watched the reviews yesterday. Watched everything coming in yesterday morning as, you know, Gamers Nexus and Jay's 2 Cents and Paul and everybody, you know, dropped their review videos. They're not bad, right? You know, it pretty much hangs right with a 4080 and costs $200 less for these reference cards, but they do have their problems. It sounds like, you know, driver issues again and, you know, cooling and power consumption, which were things that AMD was trying to hang their hat on from the, you know, promotional material that I looked at. Looks like they kind of dropped the ball there. So we'll just have to see. Maybe these AIB overclocked models will make a big difference.